They do all the hard work, picking out the videos, making critiques and suffering through editing. I just hoping to steal the glory, reacting to reactors, reacting.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into it. We are reacting to Beatles, the Ballad of John and Yoko. When I first heard this song back in early 80s, I wasn't a contemporary of theirs. I was a toddler when they broke up, and I only found out really about the Beatles late 70s, early 80s through the solo work of John Lennon and Paul McCartney. I was a big fan of Paul McCartney, a little bit when he was with Wings, but he did a song called Coming Up, that was in 1980, I believe. And then in the same year, 1980, is when Double Fantasy came out by John Lennon, same year that he was assassinated. So I had to dig more to find out more about the Beatles. So I didn't really find out about the Beatles until the early 80s. And the latter part of their catalog is my favorite. The early stuff is fun, it's all iconic. She loves me, yeah, yeah, yeah. All of this is iconic, but I like the stuff when it starts to get dark and the lyrics get a little rough. And this song is one of those. This song, called The Ballad of John and Yoko, was written by John Lennon, but it is credited to the Beatles, even though he and Paul McCartney are the only ones playing on it. The other two weren't even there. And it's concerning when John Lennon got married to Yoko Ono and all of what do they call it today? What do they call that? What is that word? I don't want to go without, I don't want to waste time though. What is that word? I'll come up with it. But what I mean is they were getting a lot of flack, a lot of, what is that word? God dang. Somebody in the comments, what is it? Okay, and we're reacting to a channel that I do not believe I reacted to before, called The J Show. 116,000 subscribers, so successful. This video has 82 comments on it. Let me make sure y'all can see. Okay, you can. All right, let's not waste time. This is the Ballad of John and Yoko. I love the vibe of this. I love the feeling of it because it's like it feels like a road song to me. And maybe because that ballad and you like traveling or something. No, let's just go. This is nonsense.
I can never take this life I have for granted. With all I've been through.
She looks familiar. Did she do a Barbra Streisand reaction? Did she just change up her whole channel? Because she looks familiar, but none of that other stuff looks familiar.
It's crazy, I'm still
no stops.
I mean, I almost lost my life about a week ago. To think that I'd be gone forever really hurt my soul.
So yesterday, we're going to be reacting to the
before.
Beatles, the Ballad of Yoko, or John and Yoko, okay? I already got the video pulled up. I got my handy dandy headphones. About to go ahead and push play.
I'm familiar with that.
In 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Oh.
Hold on, before we get into that, let me just look at this set, because she was in front of that was Barbra Streisand. I think it was Woman in Love. Okay, let's see what this setup we got here. We've got the silver on the wall, the XOXO, Valentine's Day. Okay. Wonder if this is a bedroom setting or something like that. All right. Interesting. All right, Ballad of John and Yoko. Oh no, no stops.
And 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Oh.
Standing in the dockets of Hampton, trying to get to Holland or France. The man in the Mac said, you've got to go back. You know they didn't even give us a chance. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me.
This probably might be a bad question. I was gonna say, I wonder whose idea was to write this, but
what do you mean? What do you mean? Write it. Tell me if you know what she means.
Honeymooning down by the Seine. Peter Brown called to say you can make it okay. You can get married in Gibraltar near Spain. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. Saving up your money for a rainy day, giving all your clothes to charity. Last night the wife said, oh boy, when you're dead, you don't take nothing with you but your soul. Sing it. Made a light trip to Vienna, eating chocolate cake in a bag. Newspaper said
They seem like they had a fun, like a very big, good understanding of each other. Like they kind of come across like they just, like they understand each other well.
I think that's an understatement. Did I just pause? Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's an understatement. Oh, what was I going to say? We're going to roll back on this. Yeah. They understood each other to the point where they isolated everybody else from their lives and nobody else liked. Well, I'm not going to go as far as say that. Well, I can say that about Yoko, but not. What was I going to say about Paul? I can't remember. God, come on, old man, get your shit together.
That's what I feel about them.
you know how hard it can be. Gurus and
You know how you look at somebody, you be like, this is my person? That's what I feel about them.
you know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. Caught the early train back to London. 58 guns tied in a sack. The man from the press said, we wish you success. It's good to have the both of you back. Christ, you know it ain't easy. You know how hard it can be. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me. The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me.
All right, I'm gonna take it back just a little bit, just because I really love that ending. That I'm not a musician, so I don't know what they call it, but that little instrumental ending to the song. It's the same tempo, everything, but it either adds or subtracts. I don't know the words for it, but it changes the feeling of the song just a little bit. I don't know how to explain it, and maybe it's just me.
The way things are going, they're gonna crucify me.
All right, we're gonna grade this. As I said before, we're gonna grade this in 3 categories. Entertainment value of her video, her breakdown of the song and or video, and the production value. I'll give her a 10 for production value because I can see her and I can hear her.
Yeah, it's like that was her in person, man. And that was his person. It's seeing the little clips and everything, just seeing like how they were together. Like I said, all I can think is that was their, like, you know, there was each other's person. That was a great song. It was really, I loved the video. I think it just, it was really nice. I felt like I kind of got a sense of the relationship just from watching that. Like you could just see the understanding they had between each other. This is a great song. I feel like the Beatles, like I said, can't miss with bad. I don't think they can ever have a bad song. I still yet to hear one, and I don't think it's ever gonna happen. They're amazing.
When I can't sleep at night.
Okay,
Got all these
all
drinks
right, so let's get back here. As I said, we're gonna grade this, but she seems to come from, of course she wasn't there during the time and doesn't know anything about them, but she seems to come from the point of view of, she appreciates John and Yoko's relationship, like the love they had for each other. That's her angle. So that angle is going to color how she views things. But at the time, and quite a bit after the time that this was happening, the view of Yoko and John's relationship, and John, to be honest as well, was not good. he was anti-war and anti-Vietnam, anti-war in general. But some people mistook that because he was like a Brit in America. Americans, they wanted him out, wanted him deported. Thought he was anti-American maybe. And then the Yoko thing, people thought that Yoko is the sole reason that the Beatles broke up. So they blame her for that. So this young lady doesn't come with any of that baggage. She just looks at it as a straight love affair between these two people. And that's fair. All right, so we gave a 10 on production value. Breakdown, I gotta give it 10 too, because she didn't go into the lyrics at all. But she focused on the video, and the video gave her a certain feeling. So she gave her feelings about how she felt about the video and how it went into her brain, and she brought it back out as how she viewed the relationship. Whether you agree with it or you don't, you can't, just because she doesn't agree with you, you can't lower the score. The score is based on her perception of what she saw. So that's a 10. Entertainment value, I'm gonna start at a 5 and see if I can go higher. Of course I can go higher because she wasn't bad. I'll give this like a 6. Can I go higher than a 6? I will not go higher than a 6 because I don't feel like there was anything. I'll never remember this video. I'll tell you specifically about this young lady from what I remember, and that reaction she did for Barbra Streisand's Woman in Love. I can remember it to this day because she was in the pocket, as some of the older kids say. She was riding Barbara's voice, the lyrics, all of that. She was in the middle of it. So I love that song. So she understood the song, or she was able to feel the song and then interpret it the way she wanted to interpret it. But she was in that. Here, I felt a detachment from the song. I felt her, first of all, not connecting to the song at all. She didn't mention anything about voices, lyrics, musicianship, nothing. She was solely connected to the video, and that's fine. But from an entertainment standpoint, from somebody who likes the song, and I'm not someone who's out here promoting the video of it, I want to see the reaction to the song. And if I don't get a reaction to the song, it's not as entertaining. So I'm gonna stick with 6, solely for those reasons. That's it. That's all I can say about that. Please leave in the comments what you think, because I want to hear it. I know you liked this video. I know you did. And if you like this one, you may like